Hey guys, what's up? Dan Vallimont here with Fanatic Wrestling and BJJ Fanatics. Today I am up at our office headquarters here just outside of Boston to film a new instructional video. And today we focused on the Whizzer position and scoring off the Whizzer, turning our opponent's offense into our points. And so one of the techniques we went over, just to give you a little bit of a preview, you're gonna have to get the instructional video to get in more detail, but one of the things we went over is if our opponent gets to the single leg on us, and preferably, I would love to just be able to sprawl, stuff the head, sprawl back, do all that good stuff, but he's got a good bite on my leg here. I'm unable to get my leg away, and I'm unable to pull him up to the seatbelt position. If I can force him to come up to the seatbelt, I would much rather him have to fight my hips as opposed to fighting my leg. My hips are a lot stronger, so I would rather him have to come up off the leg, but inevitably we have opponents that I can't get him to come off the leg there. Now, also from here, Tony's goal is going to be progressing from this position that he's in. So one of the things he's going to look to do, it might be hard to see on the camera, is step over my leg here. If he can split this leg, ultimately his goal will be to extend this and shelf it. Now my Whizzer's kind of losing all of its strength here. I don't really have much to go off of now that he's shifted all my weight to my far foot. So that's Tony's goal here. Sorry. But so in this situation, now I'm in a little bit of trouble as far as, or at least I'm more limited in my options. I'm not going to be able to sprawl because my leg's kind of locked out now, so we're going to have to look to go a different route. Now, there's plenty of different options here. One of mine that's kind of a little bit more fun to do from this position is just a little roll through. There's a guy named Jordan Oliver who's fighting now, but he was a very good wrestler, national champion from Oklahoma State. I remember seeing him do this a while back. I don't remember what event, but he's pretty good at it, so I should probably have him teach it. But what we're doing from here, a little bit differently than just having our Whizzer, and typically, and if you watch the video, one of the things I stressed was keeping pressure into my opponent. But for this technique, we're doing something a little bit different, and that's we're basically putting a 2-on-1 on our opponent. So if Tony takes his arm out, I'm essentially gonna have this grip, but my leg's gonna be stuck inside his arm here. So this position here, where he's still locked, he can be locked on a single or he can be posted up on the side. Doesn't really matter. The only key thing in here is now that he has the single, he wanted the single, now he's got the single and I'm not letting him let go of my leg. Now, from here, one of the mistakes I see a lot of people make is they just fall to their hip and they just try to roll over. If Tony's anyway decently strong or well balanced, I'm not gonna be able to pull him over here. Now, I don't need to panic here if he doesn't go over because I still have his leg. If I let go of his leg, or his arm rather, then I'm in trouble because he can just switch off and get his takedown. Now, I wouldn't want to do that. So if I fall to my side and he doesn't roll with me, don't panic. I'm just gonna build back up here. So one thing we can do to help us get a little bit more leverage as opposed to just falling down and trying to pull him on top of me is I'm gonna post my elbow on the mat, kind of underneath him a little bit or as best as I can get. And instead of just falling to my side, I wanna try to keep myself kind of in the air, my hips up rather. So instead of doing this, I want to try to keep myself a little bit higher and get a little bit more elevation. It's going to give me a little bit more leverage when I'm kind of fighting through on this. So from here, I'm going to bring my bottom leg through. My leg that he has trapped is going to kind of help push. I'm going to pull on this Whizzer all at the same time. So I'm going to hip place through, kick him over, keeping this nice and tight. So from this position, I know it's a little awkward for wrestling, but I can hold him here. I'm in control. If he tries to turn into me, he can't really come into me. If he tries to turn away from me, I still have him nice and tight here, and we have control. I like to hang out until I've been awarded my takedown and back points, and then especially when he tries to turn away, that's a really good time for me to then cover and adjust and try to get the pin. It's gonna be hard to pin somebody from this with this technique unless we adjust. So one more time. We go kind of sideways here. So Tony's in on the leg. Let me slide over a tiny bit. So here, I go 2-on-1 on his arm. And now from here, post my elbow, or get over, split my leg. Yeah, Tony splits the legs here. I go to my elbow, keep that height, kick him through, and then again, get my back points from here. Don't panic, even though this is kind of a weird situation. But then when he turns away, I can adjust, come out on top. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. Again, check out the rest of the entire instructional for more stuff like this on the Whizzer position. Very common position that that I don't want to get stuck focusing on getting stalemates. We want to turn his offense into our points. So if you like this, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're also checking out my other instructionals, but make sure you're following all of our social media, Fanatic Wrestling, BJJ Fanatic stuff on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.